have your right foot in front, or left foot in front. So it's all personal preference. So let's just go over here. If you were to go up, if you were to step up,
Right
this
foot.
stand here, which one would you step up?
Right.
Okay. That's probably what you would use first.
Okay.
That means that you're goofy. That's what it's called. Goofy or regular. That stance.
And it's going on the floor.
Yeah.
It moves.
So then after that, you give it one push with your back foot. So
Oh Jesus.
So I can show you how. So you do this.
Moving that I cannot control is not for me.
Push with the back foot, just like this.
Okay.
And you don't even have to. You don't even have to put your foot on your back foot. To start, just do this. Just try that. Just try that.
Just one foot, just move.
Don't. Just do it very light. Just. Yeah. Just do that. Just do that. But don't just do it very lightly. Just don't take your foot. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Just keep doing that.
Yeah, we're only gonna do that.
Yeah.
Nothing else is happening from me. Trust me. Take the boys, and then we'll get back to me.
You sure know this? Okay. Yeah. You know your limits. You did something.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of We Need to Talk. We're in a new location, guys. As you can see, there are lots of things around us, behind us. And we have a special guest, Johno from Johno Sk8.
Hey.
Introduce yourself. Who are you? What do you do?
Yeah. So my name is Jonathan Austin, and I am 21 years old, and I run a skate shop here in Barbados. Yeah.
How did you get into doing that?
Yeah, so, well, first I got into skateboarding when I was 10, 11 years old. I had a condition called gastroparesis. So this is slow empty of the stomach. So every time I would eat, I would throw up. And I had to travel overseas a lot to get treatment for it. I had to end up feeding off a feeding tube for 18 hours a day with no food down because everything would come up. So at some point, the only thing I could do is put the tube here and let it feed myself, else I would perish. So that was the solution that they did because they got the diagnosis of gastroparesis that pretty much my stomach doesn't push the food down. It's paralyzed. So it would just sit in my stomach, and then so they put the tube in and everything. And when I was in the hospital, I actually came across a video of somebody skateboarding, and that's when it was like, whoa, this is really cool. How somebody could jump and the board stick to their feet. I was like, so I was just like in the hospital watching those videos, and then I was like, geez, when I got out, I was like, asked my dad for a skateboard. So he got one of those cheap toy ones and everything like that. He wasn't very happy about it because
You're a sick kid.
yeah. So he's saying, "Man, what the hell? You want a skateboard? All these medical bills and thing, all this. You want a skateboard?" But he got the skateboard, and ever since then, I was obsessed with it. So without feed off, feeding tube for 18 hours. It was quite depressing, to be honest, because you can't eat.
Yeah.
It still smells chicken burger when it comes through the door, and it smells good. You still smell the good foods. You're pretty much feeding off the tube, but you don't get the satisfaction of being hungry because the milk will go to my intestines, but not my stomach.
It would just get that
so that feeling of fullness and satisfaction is not there. So you feel sad and you're like, what is happening to me? And you kind of I would just the only thing that would give me joy was skateboarding. So same thing out here. That's where I would be. So I get off to straight out there, boom, just practicing, and that was an obsession of mine. And this is fast forward. I no longer feed off and feed tube. I had a gastric pacemaker placed in, so that was then pulses his stomach to help me actually like a heart, so it would help stimulate the stomach to move. So I had that, and that allowed me to eat. So I was very happy I could eat. And from there, then I was going through secondary school and all that. And at the end of secondary school, I then was doing marketing management at BCC. And there's actually an issue with the pacemaker. So then I went back overseas, and then I asked the doctor to turn it off. It was a good well, and I felt like, yes, see if I could handle it on my own now without it. And they turned it off, and I ate, and I was able to manage it. So no, I don't have any of that pacemaker, the tube, nothing like that. I'm able to eat and manage the symptoms of the acid reflux and all that. So I'm very grateful for that. And actually, when I was taking that pacemaker out, is where I was at the point I doing the same marketing management at BCC. So I was like, what do I really want to do with my life, Yeah. A lot of young people get very concerned with that, and I was one of them, you're just wondering, I was worried, because I just always look around and see everybody, just, go to school, get a job, have kids, retire and die. And I didn't want that for myself. So I was thinking what I could do with what I can do, what can I do? So since I'm doing the marketing management at BCC, I said, why not start my own business in the same selling skateboarding, skate shop. And there weren't much skate shops at the time because this was before 2021. This was like in 2020, probably, 2020 that I was during the same COVID times. So the same time I got the pacemaker out, I was like, that's what I was thinking. What's the next step? So I was overseas, and my dad said, if you really want to do it, you should write a business plan. So I wrote a business plan and everything like that. I just looked it up on Google. And then, you just go through each of the different. But it really gave me a vision of what I wanted to do. I knew I like bright colors and stuff like that. So I knew that I wanted to implement that into the whole brand. And, I knew the product already pretty much because I was a skateboarder already that had the knowledge of what the good brand was, what's not good. And so, and then, you look at the competition, that's another thing that you have to do with the business plan. And there weren't much, so there wasn't much research to be done, to be honest, with that. So it was like, okay, this is something good. And I showed it to my dad, and he was like, okay, yeah. So he taught me how to get funding because he wanted me to learn the proper way of doing things. And so I had got a $5,000 loan at trust fund, and that was a good experience. I would say, you through the whole process of getting the projections. And yeah, it was fun to just you're just learning.
Yeah.
So got that, and then you're looking for suppliers, so you're contacting the suppliers and securing those and finding the product and such like. And you don't know what's necessarily going to work, so you kind of when you get the suppliers, you order various amount of things like the helmets, the everything like that, all the accessories, a little bit of each thing, because you don't know what exactly it's going to do well.
Yeah.
So we ordered those things, and I got my logo done and everything. Like I said, I wanted bright colors to be part of it. I personally like bright colors, and I would say yeah. So not just that I like the bright colors, but on a strategic standpoint, it stands out.
Yeah.
So if I have my pink and yellow car,
Everybody gonna
hanging
look.
like at least
Yeah.
even if they didn't want to look, they would look because. So on a marketing standpoint, it's perfect and around the same type of product too. It's fun, playful type of product. So not just that I like it, like bright colors, but it made sense to implement those. So I told them that I wanted the pinks and yellows incorporated in the logo, and it came out. I would say perfect, divine. So I also knew that I wanted a give back element to the whole skate shop because, like I said, everything I went through going overseas and seeing what my family went through.
Yeah.
It wasn't an easy thing to see, because yeah, it's not easy. So
Illnesses
medical,
are
really the bills and
yeah.
all that, and the stress, and you're going overseas, you're away from work, and so I always knew I wanted to give back in some way while I was going through all of that. I used to wonder how I would do it. But then with the skate shop, I said, wait, there's an opportunity. So even when I wrote before I started business, in the business plan, it said that some part of the business will be given back to others. And then that later turned into Johno Cares too. And that's where 5% of sales go towards kids with medical issues. So we donate to a girl that has scoliosis, a boy that has stage 2 liver disease. Actually a boy I went to school with. So when I saw his story, I was like, wait, he's not doing well. So I wanted to help him. And then a mother that has 2 twin daughters that have cerebral palsy, epilepsy, and the congenital Zika virus. And I help her out on a monthly basis with funds and stuff to get Pampers and feeding bags. One of them feeds off feeding tube. So I help her out with those stuff because that kind of illness too, that one doesn't really end. That's an everyday, and they're twins, so
yeah,
she's constantly stressed, and it's hard to see, but I just help any way I can. I'm still a small business, so there's only a limit to how much I can help, but I still try to put something forward when I can, and that gives me real fulfillment. That has given me a lot of fulfillment. Well, doing everything. So, but when I launched the business, I didn't think it was gonna turn into anything. Like I said, I started with a few of the skateboards and stuff like that. Got my $5,000 loan, got the logo. I was feeling happy and proud of what I was working on. But it was just more so I'm at BCC. I just doing my thing. You try something, that's all, and then post it up on Instagram. It wasn't meant. I didn't think it was going to be anything. So, but the next day I woke up and it shows you the power of social media and the opportunity that we have in this era that you can reach people very quickly. It is not necessarily something that somebody in the day, I don't want to sound like that, but would be able to do. So you just run the ad, and all of a sudden the next day you're getting all these phone calls and you're learning. I was shocked, you just woke up and phone calls. This buddy want a skateboard, and that's where the real growth started to happen for me, because now you have to learn how to deal with not deal with people, I guess, communicate, and your character starts to really develop because of that. So and then you have a new stress that you have to deal with. It's business, and you know, just yeah. So it really develops you, and I would say that it's come very far now. Um, the business, the external stuff is cool to me. You know, yes, I eat this shop down here, and the amount of stock I have invested in, and the bus I invested in, and all that stuff. I have loans to pay off and all that, so there's a lot of risk and really going all in. But what I'm really proud of is the person I've become in the process of it all. That's really the real asset, because no matter how much you gain, you can lose it, but what will be left is always what you learn. So and who you become in the process. So yeah.
So you told us your very inspiring story. Let's talk a little bit about skateboarding, roller skating, rollerblading, scootering.
Okay.
So it's like versus. So you have on roller skates.
Yes.
Right now. You're not really a skateboarder anymore.
I'm a skateboarder, yeah.
Still.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do both. But it's really just like my mood.
Okay.
So sometimes right now I'm not really on the skateboarding right now, but I'm not gonna ever let it stop skateboarding. But it's hard to do both at all these different things at once. So right now I'm really on the roller skating, but next month I might be on the skateboarding. So it's more of a switch type of. It's a switch, yeah.
Okay.
Switching type of.
What would be your advice to people getting into it? Which one would you tell them to start with first?
Oh, tell them to start on the one that they gravitate to. So whichever one you will say, I want to do that. I want to roller skate, or some people gravitate to skateboarding, or some people like holding rollerblades, or I want to do that. I would say do whichever one you want to do, because at the end of the day, it's all personal preference, and the learning curves on each and every one are going to fall. So you might as well pick one that you say
that is worth the fall.
I would say that.
Okay. What's your favorite trick?
Well, I would say for the skateboarding, probably a simple no complay. It's not a hard trick or anything like that, but it's pretty simple.
We're gonna put off on the screen. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah. No complay. Yeah. No complay 180. Yeah.
Okay. Can you do it?
Yeah, I can do it if you want me to.
No, I just meant in general, because it might be your favorite trick, but you might not be able to do it.
Yeah, I can do it. It's a very simple trick, but it's like how it is, how it feels, and everything like that. And then with the roller skating, probably just like 360s and spins, and it's spinning, and yeah.
So we were talking a little bit before the camera started to roll about Taryn and getting into competitive skateboarding. What's that like?
Right. So yeah. So skateboarding is very.
Taryn is his ambassador.
Yeah. So Taryn is a very good young skater, and so the same Johno Sk8 too. We dedicate some of the sales to go towards the skateboarders in the community, young ones that are doing well. So we've been helping out with product and stuff like that. He's very up and coming, and yeah, it's a lot of dedication when it comes, I guess, with any sport.
Yeah. What do you have to do or be to be a skateboarder?
Skateboarding is quite rough, because the falls. That's why I take Brits. I still love it, but the days on falls, boy.
Cuts, broken bones.
Like your wrist hurting, you're walking around, your house cracking up, and your mother saying, "Oh, you like an old man already." Your joints, yeah, it's pretty rough. So he puts in a lot of work, and he's really dedicated to it, very, very dedicated to it, and he wants to become a professional, a pro, and go overseas and.
What does it take to be a pro?
Well, I would say, well, the skill set, you have to be good. You have to put a lot of hours behind it. And, like, I guess, personal brand. You have to develop your personal brand. People have to like you. Because no matter how good you are, there's a lot of good skateboarders, but I guess for anything, you gotta be likable. So, and you might not even have to be the best skateboarder, but if you're really likable, when you drop a new deck or a new shoe or whatever, they're gonna buy it.
Yeah.
So they don't have to be a whole doing Olympics, going to the Olympics or nothing like that. But if you have a really good personal brand, yeah, I guess with anything though, that's personal brand seems to be the way to go.
Okay.
Better than that.
What are the differences between the boards? I see numbers on some of the boards.
Right, so that's just different sizes and the boards and everything like that.
Sizes as in like width, length.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Teach the people who have no idea about skateboarding.
Like yeah, so the depending on your shoe size and height, you might pick a board based on that size, based on your shoe size and whatnot.
So not by the bottom,
but it's personal preference too. But yeah, pretty much, 8.25 is a very popular size. But yeah, just based on your size. I guess more surface area, the easier it'll be to be on the board, more balanced. But some people like a small board, but yeah, personal preference, yeah.
And what's the difference between like a skateboard and a penny board and all the different boards?
So the penny board is like a cruiser, so you can just ride around and enjoy yourself. And well, these type of boards are more like for stunts, and you can still ride around normal. But if you just want to cruise, a penny board could work, or a bigger cruiser with big wheels that you could just cruise around. Cause I could skateboard and not die. I mean, not kill myself. I don't have to. You don't have to skateboard and jump down the stairs. That's why it's painful. But if you don't have to do that, you can just skate around and just enjoy yourself.
Fair enough.
With a cruiser or something, yeah.
You were saying before that you can go through one board in a month. Why so fast?
Yeah, so especially, well, yeah, if you're skating every day. So even me, I would go through a board in a month when I'm really on it. When I'm really skating every day.
Because it wears down?
Because it's really the every time you pop the board, this goes down.
Okay.
So as it goes down, the pop isn't as responsive. So as you pop, it's not really snapping, not feeling fresh, not feeling like a fresh pop. Okay. So after a month now or a month or so, you're like, all right, I gotta change the deck out now, or else my performance won't be as good. Some people just don't have no choice but to go on the board when it's worn down. But
just pause. It shouldn't, but we'll just pause anyway. Yeah.
But so that's why you want to change it out each whenever it wears down. It's not really gonna, for a beginner, it's not gonna take a month. So it's really for a professional, not a professional, but a professional like Taryn that would be doing all those tricks consistently. He's drilling, practicing. That will wear down in a month. But other than that, if you're a beginner, that could last you more than a year. So you don't have. That's not for
Don't forget
anger. Like smashing your board.
Yeah, a lot of people do that sometimes. But
how many boards have you snapped?
I'm not a heavy dude, so I would probably just snap one. Like I'm not heavy. I'm not a heavy dude to, yeah, only like one.
Okay, because you see them doing like the railings, and we're looking at a video. But when we go to the, what's that called?
The skate park.
The skate park. When we go to the skate park, you see them on the railing. Sometimes when they do like the tricks and then they land, you just see it just go slap.
Oh, you see it a little bit.
Yeah,
the boards are pretty strong though. Yeah, but if you're a bigger dude, it tends to snap a lot more. Okay. So you have to give or take, I guess.
And there's no way to get like a thicker board.
They have carbon fiber. Yeah, so you can get one of those. You get one of those, and that shouldn't break. Hopefully.
Okay. And roller skating. What's your favorite thing about roller skating?
I would say the freedom. Both skateboarding and roller skating is freedom, you know, because it's expression. You could pretty much do anything you want to do on these things. You could either do it light, you could do this, you could do whatever trick you want to do, and it's up to you what you want to do. So
watching your videos, you like to dance on the roller skates.
yeah, so for the roller skating, yeah, I really like to just put my earphones in and just go crazy. Just alone, sometimes just alone, nobody, just skating and just you really feel like you're really in the zone. Like there's no time or anything like that. Yeah, I love it.
How do you get over the fear?
I can't really say that. Probably something wrong with my brain or something. I definitely feel scared though. Don't get me wrong, especially with skateboarding or anything like that. When you're committing to certain things, going down a rail when you're first going down the stairs or whatever, there's a fear. There's fear that you feel, but you have to conquer it and just say, "Let me just do it." Trust in my ability, and don't be in between, because it's better to just commit fully than to be because that's when you really
fall and break things.
Yeah, so it's really to trust in your ability. So you practice a lot. You don't just do it recklessly. You do it in your own steps, and then you say, "All right, I've done this and that and that. Okay, I can now do this." Just my mental, I have to get over it. So it's not you're competent and you can do it. You just have to keep. So it helps you. It helps you with that, I guess. Overcoming your fear and make you more confident, and you know.
If there's anything that you could leave with skate culture, what would you leave with it?
I don't know. You mean like skateboarding or just
anything? So, if you could be as inspirational as, I'm gonna do a throwback, Tony Hawk, have a trick, have the world know your name, or just Barbados, because Barbados knows you at this point. They know you as a skating guy. But if you could leave them with some sort of this about skating or skateboarding, like this information that you would want to pass on to people.
just say, it's really fun, and really just it's expression. So just stay true to yourself in terms of what you want to do, and yeah, yeah, man, just do what you want to do.
Cool. Do you guys have any questions? Anything to talk about? The skateboarders in the room don't have anything to say. Y'all are old.
You got questions, and we are old, yes.
And my question, we just want action. We just want to go outside, fall.
Some more.
Yeah. Most fun about skating.
I like how y'all gonna say this now. Y'all are gonna say this now, and then we can go outside, and y'all are not gonna do anything.
I like watching you actually.
So he's supposed to stress himself out.
Yeah.
And keep sweating.
Yeah.
And doing exercise while you sit and watch
100%.
So this is a personal Johno concert.
Yeah.
That's not how this is work.
That's so much bars in it. He leading the way and propelling Barbados into a new culture, a culture where we can all be expressive, a culture in which we can be our best selves. And I refuse to not let him shine. So I will continually.
Do you hear the BS that is coming from
You know what? This is better than the hitless illegal.
Crazy.
Oh!
Crazy.
What are you going against Hitler? Everything! I mean, what?
These designs are so cool. So what goes into the process of building a skateboard?
Yeah, so I have the grip tape and
What's grip tape? Well, obviously
so
in the name.
That's the rough.
So this is only the
Yeah.
rough thing you feel it.
You're
Yeah.
not filming yourself.
Andre, go to the frame with it, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
This raw stuff.
The grip tape and the wheels, and you can choose which wheels you want.
So why put the
Everything.
colorful stuff on the bottom? Why not put it on the top?
But you actually would have seen the Sonic one there, so that you can choose to put different designs on top. So you can actually have a grip tape that has a Sonic on top, or Naruto, or whatever you want on top too. So
But you
you
see
can
all the
customize
cool
it.
professional people without that.
Yeah, because they're too cool for that. That's for the beginners.
However, when you do a trick, a lot of times
You'll see the
people
bottom
are-
of the
yeah.
board.
Yeah, but they just want a certain quality of the grip.
Mhm.
So once they get used to a certain quality, they're not changing it for Sonic.
Okay. What's your favorite one that you have in here? The print.
I don't know, boy. It's too much. Yeah, there's too much to choose from. I can't. I really have not actually thought about that. To be honest, because they're all good, right? No, they're not too good, boy. I can't. I don't got none that actually.
What's the craziest thing that somebody ever asked you to like bring in?
Size 15 skates.
Size 15.
That's what I hear.
It was real long,
Brother, this is no
That's-
it's not my fault.
and then he wanted a motorbike suit, so he made I bought him a motorbike suit because he wanted that for padding. So he literally got a whole suit for the skating, whole motorbike suit. So I brought that into. So that was probably the craziest, unusual kind of thing. Yeah.
Realistically, thought there were no 650 skates, which is why I never thought about their own.
Yeah, they actually do have it. Yeah.
So now I have no excuse.
Yeah, you have none. You have none.
Damn.
What is this board? Scooter thing.
That is a scooter, so that you go side by side. I would show you if I didn't have my skates on.
I like how that's the excuse.
Unless you want to get on it.
You can do whatever you want.
No.
We're like just getting shots of coolness. Oh my goodness, you have a Fraggle Rock board. That's so cool.
Yeah, so when the old people come in here, they get very excited.
Take down to Fraggle Rock.
I'm joking.
Not the old people,
I'm
like.
only joking though.
You were born in the 1900s.
But most of the kids don't know about it. They're just like, and then the parent is more excited. Oh my gosh, Farah, you should get Fraggle Rock. And they're like, no, why would I get that?
No, I pitched a big Fraggle Rock for it just to put up on my wall.
Yes, I literally just want to buy boards to put on. I cannot skateboard. I had a rollerblading incident. That's what we'll call it. It was at an actual like rink in the US where they do skating, and I was going to sit down, and a little girl ran in front of me and stopped. So to not knock her over, I fell backwards and I sprained my wrist pretty bad, and then I never got on any sort of blades ever again.
So
And-
the good time you get back on blades.
I mean, outside, just now I got back. That's the first time ever in years that I decided to do that, because since that fall, the fear has now overpowered me.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. I would definitely say that. They're good activities, but not for everybody. Yeah. I will be very honest. Yeah, not for everybody.
Maybe somebody told me that back in the day when I was skating, and I wasn't falling down all over the place or even knocked on.
What's your worst fall that you've ever had?
Yeah, I broke my leg.
Jesus.
That was traumatic.
I can't imagine. How did you?
It's crazy, you know. You think you're invincible. I guess that's how humans feel they are. You kind of just think, well, it could happen. You know, when the thought of it, you know, I may break my leg. You're like, it might happen, but you know that's not gonna happen.
What trick
But-
were you doing?
I was just jumping down some stairs,
Just jumping down some stairs.
It was nothing out of my capability,
Uh-huh.
but I was sick for 2 weeks prior to this.
So out of your capability
So
at that moment.
my body was weak.
Yes.
So, because I was just in the bed the whole time, wasn't really eating anything, and I was just slowly getting all that.
Mm-hmm.
It was on vacation. I was on vacation, and the next day was school, and we were skating at gymnasium before the skate park was open, and I was like, let me get an adrenaline rush just because it's school tomorrow, and I just want to do something cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I was ready. I was fully committed. My set was fully there.
Your body wasn't though.
So, but my body was weak. So I was on the board coming down, and all it takes is one wrong movement for 6 months of pain. No, that's a regret though. That really had me. That was real rough. I can't lie. So my foot went like that off the board a bit, and I just my weight went back on my foot and straight back like that. So then we would talk about adrenaline rush, and I just get through the. It didn't feel nothing. I felt everything. I felt everything right away. I was like, I break my leg. My foot was like twisted like to the side, and my foot was straight. So this was at the side like this, while my foot was straight. Now your foot is like this, and
So
you're looking at it, and you're totally in shock because you're just totally in shock because
Because your foot is not supposed to do
happens
that.
so quick. You just in the air, and it just not bam. It happened. No, my dad was filming it. I have it on film.
You have it on film. I don't think we can actually show people, but I would want to see that.
I could scroll straight down and thing. That was when I was 15, and that was rough, boy. That was rough. The car ride down, my father's panicking because he was just hit me skating and all that a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm in the back of the car, and every bump. Man, that was probably, I went through it with my stomach and everything like that, but that was probably the worst pain I ever felt, ever. The pain from that was absolutely terrible. Like,
don't take what I right. I was going to you actually
that was nothing compared. I got scars and here and everything, but this was it was 6 inches. It wasn't that it was broken this way, but it split. It split like this.
So you gotta get the
I had to get some screws and plate, and so it split 6 inches down. Jeez. And
you still got back on the board after that.
Bro, that's resilience.
Because
and for all those who think that 6 inches is a lot, try breaking your foot 6 inches.
Yeah, but that's real I would say that's real resilience when I look back at it, because then the skate park was open. I was so depressed at that point because this was right before the skate park opened, and then my foot broke. So we didn't have a skate park for that whole time. I know that the skate park open. I don't have a broken leg, and no, I'm going to the skate park when it open, and everybody's skateboarding. I just here with crutches and just.
You remember your first time back on the board?
Yeah, I was on the board when I had the cast. When I had the cast on and everything, but that was real painful. Then it would get very swollen, and I would be at schools, and then you raise it up like this, and the stitches are burning. Like, yeah. I got it out too. I got it still out after though. I got it still out.
The question is, how do you get off if you? Cause like my first one on the board, I didn't get off on. Oh no, what is it? Tweaks. Trees. That was very.
Yeah.
I didn't know they're saying they didn't get back on for a couple
weeks. The fear for me was there definitely. Like, it still is no. In terms of that was real hard, boy, because to get back into it, it's kind of just, I don't know, like, you're starting back, and you don't want that same situation to happen. That's at the back of your head. Every time you do a trick, I was fully confident. There was no iffy, and even though I know that I was not feeling, my body wasn't right, it still would mess you up mentally. But I guess getting over that was just making sure that I'm strong all the time and doing exercises outside of, oh,
What just happened?
yeah, the electricity.
Let's go off.
Yeah.
That's fine.
A few moments later.
But yeah, you get over it, and yeah, people look at me now and say, "Man, you came back real strong though, compared to I didn't think you would come back that strong after that." But it is resilience, so just keep trying to don't give up. That's all. You could do exercises outside of. I couldn't let it beat me, because then that would be, even if I wanted to stop, I'll be like, I let it beat me though. So I had to get back on it to say, yeah, I conquered. Now I can stop.
My first bad fall was when I know about a chain. They jumped the chain.
Yeah, and you just.
And the chain.
No.
Just leg. Just like right on. Just hit the vehicle. Hang on. Back then, you might not remember. Back then, skinny jeans was cool.
Yeah.
So, skinny jeans. My hair was just red. And which ended up being good, because it just basically stopped all the blood from just gushing everywhere.
Yeah.
But then, because it has so much blood, it starts to, the pants and the actual, like the material within the pants went into the actual wound. So then I had to cut off. So my friend had to get a knife.
It was so skinny, boy.
He had to get his knife and cut my pants off, and just let the blood just flow. And I just like, it's all feel good. It just don't see like these scars. It just
yeah.
It's a bad
They had to cut my pants too, boy, when they broke.
It's like cut the pants over the gap, well.
And then when the thing was like this, they then had to put it in a cast now, so they had to push it back.
Yeah.
And so that was like breaking it again. And they weren't barely doing anything to it. They were barely even touching it. But I felt like if they're doing, but they're just doing this, but I was like, and everybody was saying, relax. I just shouted it, in Sandy Crest. But it was embarrassing to know that year, and it's like
12 seconds later.
Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for joining us, Johno. It was very interesting to hear about skating, to hear about your story. We definitely did not know about all your medical stuff and that leading you into this, so that was really inspiring to listen to. And see you next time.